Let us take a moment to be with ourselves. Sit comfortably with our back straight and breathe normally. Now we get into touch with the truth of who we truly are. We are spiritual beings, beings of energy, which gives life to this valuable body in which we can experience God's energy. This is the most valuable body. Now we get into tune with who we truly are. That being of peace, love, and joy. As I reflect on peace, love, and joy, I fully experience this. I feel the vibrations of peace, of love, and joy within myself. Now, I choose to radiate this positive energy to each cell in the body, energizing and healing it. There is so much gratitude for this valuable body. Now, with deep love, I, the child of God, remember our beloved Father, Baba, the beloved of all souls, the bodiless one. We become present before Him and open our heart to receive His love. We feel that we, the bodiless souls, are present before Baba. Baba's love is reaching into the deepest part of the soul and healing it. We hide nothing from Him. There is a feeling of belonging to Baba and Baba belonging to us. Baba's love nurtures and heals the soul. We remain with Baba for a little while longer, allowing His magic of love to work on us. And then, when we are ready, we take leave from Him and become present in the moment. Om Shanti. Om Shanti, and good morning to all of you. Good afternoon to all of you. I'm still stuck in the morning. A warm welcome to all of you on Zoom, on YouTube, and our whole sustenance team. And thank you for taking time off to be with us this afternoon. And I'm sure you will enjoy this session. We are looking forward to it. And I'm sure you are also looking forward to be with us. We have actually a very relevant session today, and it is about taking care of ourselves. Today, we're going to be looking at taking care of our hands and feet and how it affects our bodies. And this is one of the sessions that we are doing now, but we will be doing future sessions to actually help to sustain, especially the BK family. So just to bear in mind, if you have any other topics that you would like, you must please put it into the chat box or actually WhatsApp the sustenance team members or any one of us. And just a reminder once again to those participating in today's workshop to have with you a towel and cream or lotion. You will need this later for the practical session. And as you know, today we have our beloved sister Ramba, and she is going to share her expertise with us. Most of you already know her, and some of you have actually been to her and have experienced her healing hands. And she's a very special Baba's child and practices alternative healthcare care in Stanger. She has qualifications in therapeutic reflexology, Ayurvedic reflexology, and aromatherapy. Today, she is going to share with us something that she has practically done on herself. And I just want to give you a flow of the program today. We have Sister Ramba sharing at the beginning now. Then we'll have a video session. And if you have any questions and time permitting, we will, Sister Aramba will answer that. So that you can put into the chat box later, and you will be reminded at the time to do so. So before I actually call Sister Ramba on to come and address you, I'm going to ask you a question, Sister Ramba. Good morning. You muted.
Good morning and Om Shanti to all.
Okay, Sister Ramba, today we're really happy to have you with us. And I just have one question. And if you can't answer it, then the rest of the sustenance team can, or anyone else that wants to, right? And it's okay if you can't answer it. And our question is, how does a nut sneeze? A nut sneeze.
Haven't had that one before.
You've heard it before.
No, I say I haven't had that one before.
Okay, that's okay. Any member of the sustenance team wants to help her? I don't think so. So I'll give the answer. The answer is cashew. Cashew, issue, cashew. So cashew. Okay, now you have Sister Ramba. And thank you.
Om Shanti again. And a very warm welcome to our family and all brothers and sisters. And I've picked up some flowers from the garden for you. So please receive it with a lot of love, especially for you from my garden. Thank you. Today, Kamlaben shared quite a lot in her meditation session. And I thought that was such a beautiful meditation where we focus on looking at our bodies and caring for our bodies. And I also had given it some thought last night before going to bed. What are the things that we've put together and what benefit you would get from it? And I think Baba's message in today's Murli is also so beautiful on the thoughts we think and what happens to ourselves. So looking at our self-massage workshop, we're looking at hands and feet and looking at the body as a whole. Our body is so well engineered. You know, when you think about it, it serves us so well. And I think a lot of us take it for granted when we're well. And when we have the time that we can't do the things we used to, then we start to think about the body. Now, the only thing I would say is when we see the sunshine, and sometimes we don't even notice that during the day, So we only see it when we open our minds. And I think today's session, we have to think about it seriously. It might be a simple session, looking at hands and feet, but basically our feet carry us. So feet are often taken for granted. They are either perceived to be an asset or sometimes a hindrance, depending on the feelings about the self and the quality of life. Sometimes we don't like our feet. We don't like the way they look. They support mind, body, and soul through life's adventures, and they constantly alter in appearance. Feet are really remarkable, with 26 small bones, 19 muscles, over 30 ligaments, and they adapt naturally to life's ups and downs, easily meeting the challenges of life. Feet that are physically pampered may still require extra emotional protection in the form of hard skin, bunions, corns. Feet reveal how potentially destructive and restrictive thought patterns can be and can be reversed through a change of mind. Now, when we look at reflexology, which is an ancient and natural form of healing, a healing that helps mind, body, and soul. So a naturally healthy body has beautifully formed feet, free of calluses, free of blemishes, and they have a tendency to be flexible, so they can confidently stride ahead with love and joy and adapting to every situation. So one may ask, what is a perfect life? One person's stress is another individual's blessing or challenge. So the only thing that affects us in our thinking, a change of mind changes our life. So we say it is all in the mind. Negative thoughts weigh down the souls. And the understanding is the heavier the thought, the heavier the burden, and the more swollen the feet. So that's a very big message for us. The heavier the thought, the heavier the burden. So looking at what we have from our morning's teaching today, how important our thoughts are. And our thoughts travel faster than our words and actions. So I want to share a little bit about meaning of reflexes, because you often hear of reflexes. What do they mean? And what I've done is we've simplified it so you can understand and also take away whatever we share with you today, and thoughts and practices that make a big difference in your life. It has made a difference in mine. You know, as much as I work with feet, you take it for granted. You know, you take your own feet for granted. As long as they serve you, you do them sometimes once a week. And when you do lots of feet on a daily basis, then your feet take a back seat. And when I was asked to do a workshop like this, and also, you know, in a live situation, it's easier because you're face to face with everybody. Here, on a live session, it's actually a little bit, you feel a bit nervous about it. So the thought right from the beginning was, I need to do my feet. And I challenged myself that I was going to do it every day. So from the 1st of October, I started with a morning session. commitment to self, and I have done it every day since. And I'll share with you later what an amazing difference it's made for me, even though I work with feet. So reflexes reflect thoughts, expressions, feelings, activities, communication, mobility, and security. So as a reflexologist, when I look at feet, it gives you a very big message. And the big message is, Baba always says that we need to show our feelings on our faces, but they show just as strongly on the feet. So the right and left foot shares past and present, and also male and female energies. Only new experiences can free us from the old ones, as the old ones are always stronger at the beginning. And it's not easy to give up on old patterns. Therefore, looking after our feet means tending our roots. Like when you look at the tree, the roots are so important. And if you don't have strong roots, then you have a weak tree. The toes and what it shares. And when you look at toes, you never think too much about toes. So they do the thinking, the feeling, the doing, communicating, and security and mobility. So the onus is on each one of us to take care of ourselves. Feet first, by touching, feeling, and thinking about them. What would you do if your feet didn't carry you? Your feet has a mini map of your body. And if you take care of them, you are in fact taking care of the whole being. Feet tell a story, and your feet tells one about you. So today we need to relax, enjoy the time, and I hope you're all in comfortable chairs, sitting down. And when I say comfortable, not too comfortable on a couch where you sort of sink in and then you can't do the active part of the presentation. So I hope you've chosen a good chair to sit on. And what we've got is we've got 3 parts of the session, which is on a video presentation, the practical session. And one part of it is done on a mat where you will sit on you can choose a mat or you can sit on a cushion on the floor. And if you've got your towel with you, then your towel is there so you don't mess up your floor with cream or oil that you've got to use. And we're going to talk a little bit more about what goes on. And I'd ask Dipti Ben to give us a slide that we will talk on. Well, we say self-massage workshop, and that's our introduction. This self-massage foot workshop will enable you to treat yourself in the comfort of your home, making that appointment to meet with yourself, to experience the benefits of healing and touch therapy. Now, touch therapy is such a special thing. When you have members in the family, you don't have to do it yourself. You can share this experience and you can do it for each other. And it's a lovely bonding time if you have children in the home. It's a great way of sharing that experience of touch and getting to know each other. So this enjoyable and uplifting self-treatment will help to increase your energy, decrease tension, and relieve minor aches and pains. Self-massage is a journey in self-discovery and self-exploration that will bring renewed consciousness of how your body feels and functions, thus alerting you to potential trouble spots. Time for self-discovery. It's a journey of body, mind, wealth, and relationship. And this came up in one of our Murlis in the last 2 weeks. And it's a very, very powerful time when you look at your body, your mind, and your wealth being your spiritual wealth, and also your relationship with body, relationship with your spirituality. And that makes a huge shift for you. Self-massage can be quick and can prepare you for the day. Or if you do it at night, it can be relaxing and will give you a more restful night. A massage after a bath or a soak is most beneficial. It enables the precious essential oils to penetrate the skin more easily. Now we'll be talking a little bit more about precious oils, essential oils, later on this afternoon, sharing how you can use essential oils to make a difference for mind, body, and soul. So a self-massage is a gift to yourself and only takes a short period of time. It is a wonderful time and beautiful way to appreciate the gifts of nature and to appreciate your unique body system. A body system that is so well engineered and put together. Time to treasure what carries you. And this treasure is a gift to yourself. Hands and feet never take a day off. So it is time for us to take care of them. And as Kamla Ben shared in our meditation, that this body is so valuable in this time during the confluence age. So the message today in our introduction is that if we have happy feet, you'll have a happy body and mind, which puts a spring in your step, and you'll always have a smile on your face. Now we're sharing a few benefits of massage today. There are lots of benefits, just a few to see how important it is for you to do it on a daily basis or as often as you like, twice a day or 3 times a week. It's whatever suits you. Massage improves circulation. And when we talk about circulation, this is such a big part of our body system. And it always shows on our legs. If circulation's not good, then it starts from our feet. You see discoloration in the feet. You see the changes. And as we look at how our body changes, and the changes and discoloration starts from feet. Massage stimulates muscles. And when we look at, today we're going to cover hands and feet, but we look at our whole body, it stimulates all the muscles. So any way that you have a problem, massage is beneficial. But doing the feet is such a powerful way of starting, because every part of your body maps on your foot. So when you do your feet, all your muscles in your feet get attended to, all the joints in your feet get attended to, and it improves numerous body systems. It reduces tension and eases minor aches and pains. Minor aches and pains we all have, whether young or old. You know, it depends what our lifestyle is. There's always some tension in the neck and shoulder, some tension in the back, some tension in the feet. A massage can improve your quality of life in a number of ways. If you're feeling good and light in your feet, then whatever your chores are, the effort is made and it can be done tirelessly. It promotes better health in a very big way. If there are any health issues in the body, your feet shows them first. And if you have that communication with your feet on a daily basis, anything that shifts in the body, you'd be able to pick up on your foot. Discoloration of feet, the feeling of the feet, whether it's hot or cold or burning feet. So better health is what each one of us should enjoy, as our bodies are so important for our journey in this life. Massage is enjoyable and uplifting. So the essential oils that you use, we'll talk about that and how uplifting it is. And it changes your whole mindset. It changes how you feel. It improves your sense of smell. It gets absorbed into this body systems and makes a huge difference to the body. It increases energy, and energy is something we are all so dependent on. If the energy is not right, then so many things can't get done. Our studies are not good, our daily chores are not good. So increase in energy is so, so important. It decreases tension. And if we're not tense, then it's so easy to cope with whatever the day holds for us. Helps combat insomnia. A lot of us don't sleep well. And if we do sleep, sometimes we don't sleep well. But after a foot massage, the sleep patterns are so much easier, so much better, and so much more restful. So today, we would look at massage as a gift to yourself. And as we know that our bodies are a gift,
Sister Ramba, we can't hear you.
can you hear me now?
Yes, thank you.
Okay, the body at the confluence age is a very valuable body. So we've got to give it no tension, no stress, lots of rest, proper diet, and we have to serve through the body. So looking after this body is so, so important. So making effort, and Baba's message is self-transformation, is world transformation, and starting with feet is such a wonderful way of starting to transform. Treating this body that is our golden vessel, which is an amazing physical vessel. We've got to nurture it, love it, cherish, and respect it. And it's time to own it. So there are going to be simple techniques, which you've got on the screen here, but which will be part of the practical video presentation. So when we sit down to do our massage, we're going to take some cream or some oil that you've already got, and you're going to choose which foot you're going to be working on. And then you'll look at sliding movements from the tips of your toes to the heel, around the ankle, and you can work when you're in the privacy of your home. In the video, we don't do the calf muscles or the knee. We just do the foot up to the ankle. And when you look at the video, sometimes you look at it and the movements just seem so simple, and they may just look as if they just slide over the feet, but the movements are quite firm. So if you give yourself the firm movements, then the benefits are greater because you're shifting energy in the feet. So one hand, and sometimes when you're not used to doing a massage session on yourself, then it's not easy to move. So you always use one hand to support and one hand to do the massage, so it becomes easier. And then we're going to use our thumbs. They may not feel strong on the first few sessions of massage, but as you do them, the thumbs get stronger, and your thumbs are very powerful. So doing circling rotations, and the rotations are always done with your thumb, one hand following the other. So basically you're gliding through your feet, and the slip should be so good and powerful that you feel good having it done. And flexing, we'd look at flexing your foot forward and backwards and doing a rotation of your foot, which is a daily exercise. And also you'd use your fingers clasping toes and working quite strongly on your toes and all the little bones that make up the feet. So it's a beautiful time. And I think a heart with unconditional love has the power to heal. And the journey is our reward. So going back onto the practice will make you feel the lightness and lightness in your move. You know, often when our feet feel heavy, we accept them the way it is. But once you have the experience of doing your feet, then just feeling light will give you that elevated feeling. And I think where we are at this time in the confluence age, with all the lessons we are learning and all the experience we are having, is about being an angel. And if you've got light feet, then it gives you the lightness of being an angel. So today, I think you've got to think about yourself as an earth angel. And I often tell my patients that I have changed my job quite a lot. My job is to create earth angels. And I am blessed with many souls that come through, and one soul that I've been treating for 9 years, who is a few months away from his 90th birthday. And it's such an amazing soul. And his message is that when his foot or his feet are treated once a week, he literally glides back down the stairs to his car. So having that experience of lightness on feet and starting to enjoy what you have. Feet and hands are so, so well engineered. There's lots of videos that you can watch on Google. It's a lot to share. But the simple message that we share with you today is if you can take away that message with you, then the powerful message is that our bodies are so special. Our bodies house these beautiful souls that we have. And that this body serves us, serves the soul that carries the soul, and starting from feet. And as I chatted about the feet having so many bones, the feet looks complete and it looks one piece. But with having 26 bones and all the muscles and joints that put it together, it has lots of sweat glands, lots and lots of nerve endings. So when there is ill health, you'll find nerve endings on the feet start to take strain. And then you'll have numbness in the feet, and likewise your hands do the same. So creating love with thoughts and pure desires for the self will create that beautiful energy of giving happiness and love and joy in the heart that will really give us the journey that we desire. And that will be our great reward. Feeling of lightness, feeling special. And then when you look at the hands are highly complex. Your thumbs are a miracle. I mean, if you fix your thumb and just look at the fingers can't do too much without the thumb. So when you look at the thumb and you look at the big toe, in relation to body, that's your head. And what does the head house? So when you look at your hands, you look at the skin on the hands, you look at the nails, and you look at the blood flow on the hands, you can see your veins. Some of us have gentle veins, some of us have strong blood vessels, and it depends how much it served us. Some of our hands work all day long. The feet carry us and work all day long too. So there's lots of nerve endings on the hands. And when we look at tension in the neck and shoulder, then the arms and the hands always take strain. Numbness, the tingling feeling, and you look at all the tendons and ligaments in the hands that keep all these bones together. Now the hands also has 29 bones, which include the 2 bones of the forearm. And when you look at the hands, your joints are very much like hinges. Now, when the hinges in our doors and our cupboards don't work, what do? I'm sure some of you still remember the 3-in-1 oil that they used to energize those hinges. Or now you have lots of fancy sprays, and you've got Q20 and you spray it and the hinges give you that service again. So this massage experience is going to give you that experience of serving your hands and your feet and bringing about the change that you need. So the huge message today is the power is in your hands. So how do we get organized? What does it take to organize? You know, it's always nice to do a massage on warm hands and warm feet. It's always nice after a shower, or you can have a dish of water that you can soak with. And some of us might be doing it already. So you have to dance a little bit in the morning because you've got to get your water organized, you've got to get some salts in, and it changes the way you walk out into the world. So the experience that you have with our session today will give you a feeling of wellness. And with having our lives the way we live it and getting started in the morning, there's always so many things to do before we get ready for work. And when I'm ready for work, you know, you have to remember everything that you need to take with, everything that you need for the day. And you've also got to leave your home in a state that when you come back to, you don't have to have anything to do. So it takes a lot of organizing. It takes a lot of planning. And for the souls that are home, then your fortune is great that you can make the time to organize yourself a dish of water to soak your feet. Now, I'll share with you what I've done during this time where I've said that I've done it every day from the 1st of October. So my kettle goes on immediately after Amrit Vela, after 4:30. The dish is ready, my hot water to soak my feet is ready, and my tall glass of water to drink is also ready whilst I'm soaking my feet. So you can actually continue this session in silence, starting to look at the value of your feet and value of your body, and treating it to a warm soak before your morning shower and before your morning class. That's the way I've done it, but each one of you can make the time that suits you. But if you are wanting to do it on a daily basis, then I think you've got to set that time accurately every day at the same time. The benefit is great when you do that because your body gets used to it, and then you also make the effort. And it becomes a way of life. And if it's a good way of life, then I think the change makes a difference. And when you talk about wellness, what is wellness? Wellness is a state of being in good health. So if you want good health, we've got to set goals for ourselves. A massage is a little part of it. If you set yourself a goal of doing a massage every day, and if you feel the lightness, then it'll encourage you to do your walk or your run in the morning. And the other lovely idea of a walk in the morning is called grounding. We might have heard of it, but if we haven't had the experience, and I find after you've done a lovely soak, and if you've done a massage, you want to put socks on and go for a walk. Or alternatively, after your soak, before you do your massage, you can have an experience of grounding, walking out and walking on the grass and making connection with the earth. Now, our body is made up of elements. And if our body is made up of elements, what nicer way of us connecting with the earth and getting pure vibrations of the earth first thing in the morning. And that energy is, if you've done it already, then you know what I'm talking about. But if you haven't, then you must try it, because it's such a beautiful experience of spending 5 to 10 minutes just walking out on the earth. And I know it might not be easy because sometimes it's a bit cold in the mornings now, but once you are out there, you don't feel the cold. It's just the energy of the earth is so different early in the morning. Now, I know a couple years ago when I started doing grounding, I had read that Edison, who produced the light bulb, was somebody who walked on the ground in the morning. And the one thing that he did when he walked on the ground was he said 200 thank yous. And I've done that, and it's a beautiful experience. You know, you can say take 200 steps, or you can do 500 steps grounding. Each one adds value to that. And looking at wellness, we are going to be going on to our practical session and looking at true health, complete physical, mental, and social well-being. Sister Dipti will be preparing for us to do the video shortly. So the active process has to be done daily or often, and you can reach your true health and your potential. So looking at the video, as we continue with this afternoon session on our foot workshop, we will look at the practical aspects, and the power is now in your hands on how we would make this work for you. We only see the sunshine when we open the mind. And basically, our journey of self-massage is a journey of self-discovery, finding ourselves, making a difference, and getting maximum benefit of today's session. We will work on 3 different massage techniques that will aid each one of you to benefit from the self-massage session. So make yourself comfortable, and whichever one suits you, make the most of it. This is going to be an enjoyable session, and it's going to be of great benefit to each one of you. So I take the opportunity of saying relax, get your creams and your oils, and we are going to be ready to look at our first massage technique. Thank you. Okay, we're ready to sit up straight. Start to enjoy this moment. Focus on your breathing. Deep breath in and an out breath to relax. Feel your feet on the floor or on your cushion, and start to get a feeling of how you're going to be able to move your feet and make a difference for yourself. Power is in your hands. Now extend the foot that you're going to be working with. It doesn't matter whether it's left or right. I'm going to be doing my right foot. I'm going to extend my foot out, flexing it forward, taking it back, flexing it forward again, taking it back. Feel any tightness or any discomfort, and feel the tightness in your calf muscles or on your knee. And now do a rotation, a clockwise rotation, and having a lovely feel of your foot. And now going anti-clockwise. Might be creaky bones, you might hear some sounds. Just get to have a feel of your foot. And after this session, you will see how it will make a difference and what it would feel like. Now what we're going to do quickly is we're going to take some cream or some oil that you're going to work with, preferably cream, and we're going to pick the right foot up. And now we're going to apply your cream, rub it on, and then from the tips of your toes bringing it down to your heel and allowing your hands to glide, applying the cream properly and having a feel of what the skin feels like, whether it's soft or rough, or if there's any calluses or any bumps. Just have a feel of what the foot feels like. Now what you can do is you're going to glide your fingers in between your toes, and like we did a rotation, we got this moment to have a lovely handshake with your foot and say hi to yourself. I'm going to treat you very well this afternoon, so you're going to have a lovely, lovely foot care session. So doing that, if you struggle with the spaces in between the toes and they were tight, but you can see after doing massage, there are going to be lots of changes. So glide from the top to the heel and just have a good feel of the foot. Now with both your thumbs and your fingers supporting the foot, I'd like you to move in a circular movement, just working on the inside of the foot and feeling any knots or any bumps, and going down into the heel, onto the sides of the ankle with your thumb. And if you support, then it's easier to do the movements. And now flow back onto your toes, and let's look at the big toe. The big toe is usually the head, always has all the kinks and the bumps that you've got. So give the big toe a good massage with your thumb. You can go at the underside of the toe, stretch the neck of the big toe. And now let's get onto the next toe, stretch the neck of the toe as well. And as you go to the pads of the toes, that actually helps to open up your sinuses a bit. So go from one toe to the next until you reach the little toe, and now grabbing your foot with your hand, the thumb on the inner side and the finger on the outer side. So as your thumb works on the inside, your fingers work on the outer part of the foot. So giving it a good stretch again, coming down to the heel, gliding the foot, and the heel is where a lot of us have a lot of tension and lots of aches and pains, and especially these feet that work a lot, stand a lot, spend lots of time in the kitchen. Some of our jobs are spent standing. So giving it lots of love, giving it a good massage, and having a feel of the foot. And it's such a beautiful feeling when you can feel that the underside feels so different with a little bit of cream and a little bit of care. And we can glide the foot, the hand again over the foot. And in the comfort of your home, you can extend your arms right to your knees when you have that extra time. But a foot massage is such an amazing experience. So what we've done now is we've opened up your sinuses, we've opened up your foot quite nicely. And this is an experience when you have in the comfort of your home. You can spend 5 minutes doing this, taking a couple minutes on each foot and making a difference. Now I'm going to extend my foot again, and you will do likewise. And now I want you to flex forward, taking it back again and doing a rotation and going anti-clockwise, and have a feel of what a little massage does, whether it feels different, it feels easier. My foot feels so flexible after doing a little bit of that rub, and it feels so much easier and so much lighter. Now this technique is for someone who's comfortable to pick their foot up, and what we did on the right foot, you're going to spend an equal amount of time picking up the left foot and doing likewise. So picking up the left foot would be the same, but what we're going to do is we're not going to use this time to do the left foot. You've had the experience of doing the one foot, and we're going to teach you now the next technique for someone who's not comfortable with picking their feet up. So we will go on to the next technique. Thank you. Okay, this is our second massage technique, and this I'm sharing with you for someone who can't pick their feet up onto their knee, and that might be the reason is you can't bend your knee, but you can bend forward and start to have a feel and start to do your own massage. So we can apply cream on both feet because you're sitting forward, and basically your thumb extends from the top of the big toe, going on the inner side and going right up to your ankle, and you give your foot a massage in lovely circular movements. And make sure that your feet has enough cream, but you also will do one foot at a time, and this time I'm working on the left foot. The upper part of your foot should be creamed nicely. Feel whether your feet are warm or cold. And now start to work on the toes. Look at the big toe. The big toe is the head. And if there's any bumps or lumps on the big toe. And then my left foot has a few kinks on it because I've had some injury. And just doing massage has made such a difference to my feet. So you massage each toe, and gently your fingers can work on the insides of the toe where the skin is soft and delicate, which also needs some help. And then slide your fingers under your foot and just work on the heel and work around the ankle, working with both hands, making it as comfortable as possible, and just work from your ankle down. Some areas also have a bit of swelling, and if there's little knots on the foot, you can work gently over them, which will release and help you. And a lovely, lovely workout on the heel. The heel is such an important area of our feet. We take them for granted. A good workout. And you can clasp your feet from underneath and just work on the top of the foot, which also helps. And then you can move forward and then take it backwards. And this helps with a lot of the circulation, with your lymphatic system. Amazing changes on the foot. And this is such a nice way of applying your creams and oils. And a lovely treat before you go to sleep. Okay, you can extend your foot forward, taking it back, hearing the click sounds, forward again and back, a clockwise rotation and anti-clockwise. And for us that can't pick our feet up, when we have to bend to do our feet means that we can start to correct it. And as we correct it by moving it, and we can do rotations together clockwise and then anti-clockwise, you can move them forward and you can move them back, and then eventually you'll be able to clap your feet. But if you can't clap your feet, it means the daily practice will allow you to do this. Thank you. Okay, well, this is now our third massage experience and technique. And for someone who's happy to sit on the floor, or if you're happy to sit on your bed, wherever you're comfortable, you can extend your feet out. Feel the extension. And if you want to feel it, you can put your hands under your knee and you can raise it, extending your foot, taking it back, extending, taking it back. On this technique, I'm going to be working on my left foot. So I'm going to extend my left foot, taking it back, doing a rotation like we did earlier. You'll actually, when you pick it up on your knee, under your knee, you will feel your calf muscles, you'll feel your thigh muscles, and you'll feel the movement and the tightness in the body. And wherever it is, it will make a difference. Now what we're going to be doing is we're going to have some cream in our hands, and we're going to take the foot across over the knee, which is a nice comfortable position. And for the ones that do yoga, then this is such a nice pose. So you're going to apply the cream from the tips of your toes, going down to your heels in a lovely gliding stroke, using your fingers and your thumb. And your thumb always goes onto the inside of the foot, giving it a lovely. And this is such a nice way also, by slipping your fingers in between your toes and being able to say hi to your feet. This is such a beautiful experience. You can use this to rotate your foot, holding it at the ankle, supporting it. Supporting with one hand always makes it easier, because sometimes when you're not used to doing massage, it's always challenging when you have to do it for yourself. It's not easy, but it's a practice that has to be done, and you just get better as you do it. And this is such a nice way of working in between your toes, and you can flick your hand out, giving it a lovely feel. And then with your thumbs, working on the pads of the foot, working it from the inside out, going down into your heel, and then using your whole hand, supporting and working down the heel. And as you glide from the top of the toe, working on the inside of the foot with your thumb, basically it's working on your spine. And if you're sitting in this position, just think of sitting with your spine erect, because the spine is there to support us. And we always have issues on the spine. And then your fingers are working on the outer side of the foot, and that's where all your long bones sit. So your whole body is getting attended to when you do this. So giving it a lovely gliding stroke again. You're allowing for circulation, you're allowing for lymphatic flow. And it's a beautiful experience where everything starts to open up. Lovely gliding strokes with your thumbs. And this is going to be such a beautiful experience for your hands, because your hands are doing the work. And at the end of the session, we'll give you a few minutes, and we'll also share how you would do a lovely hand massage. So when we look at our feet, for what we've done is we've treated it so well, and you can see the difference with one foot being massaged, and the feeling is so amazing. Feels light, which gives you a feeling of lightness, and a huge shift. Now these feet carry us. What would we do without them? So gliding your hands forward, you can feel your foot, and likewise you can also take the right foot and do the same that you've done on the left foot, and be a lovely experience. Okay, what we're going to do now is we're going to treat our hands. Our hands have worked hard enough to look after the feet, and the hands serve us so well. So with some lovely cream on our hands, we're going to rub it and have a lovely, lovely glide over the top of the hands, coming at the wrist, one hand over the other, and using your fingers. And now what we're going to do is we're going to do a little massage on one hand. So I'm going to use my right hand to work on the left hand, and we'll work on the inside of the hand, at the base of the fingers. And at the base of the fingers, there's always lots of little knots because these hands always work so hard. So just work on them, extend them, and stretch them out. Then sliding and gliding over the fingers to the tips, from one finger to the next, giving it a lovely, lovely flow, working along the side of the hand and working on the center of the hand, doing a circular movement and having a lovely feel. Basically, whatever your feet carries, your hand carries the same, and they serve you just as well. And then now gliding over the thumb, and the thumb, like the big toe, is the head. And if you've got a headache, you can do some great work on the thumb and release the pressure in the head and just feel lighter and comfortable. And then now going back onto the front of the fingers, giving it a glide over the top of the hand and just working it down. So working in between your fingers, gliding down the hands. And the hands are also made up of lots of little bones, and they're just so amazing. They just serve us so well. So giving your hands a lovely, lovely massage. And what we've done now on the left hand, we should do likewise on the right hand. And they both will feel so good and so amazing. And likewise with hands, we can extend them, take them back and feel the tightness, extend them and take them back. And you can also do a rotation with hands, clockwise and anti-clockwise, and you can do one at a time. And you can feel the tightness in the hands, and just give them a good rub and shake them off, and just give them a good squeeze, pulling your fingers through, a good squeeze, pulling your fingers through each hand. And just, it's a beautiful feeling, just so beneficial. Your hands feel so soft and gentle and beautiful and ready to have a nice cup of tea. Thank you. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed the practical session, and I'm sure you're going to take away something from that experience. What we're going to do now is, I think I'm going to hand you over to Sister Kamla, who's going to be taking questions, and then if there's any questions, we can answer them. And also the challenge is that if you can have this experience and do it for the next 10 days and report to the sustenance team on whether you have benefited from it, whether you've enjoyed it, and what your needs are, I'm sure they will look at addressing what each one's needs are. And I'm also happy to answer questions on the chat at the moment, or if you need something to be addressed privately, I'm happy to talk to you. So I'll hand you over to Kamla Ben. I'm not sure if there's anything on the chat.
So, good afternoon once again. If there are any questions, please write it in the chat box, and then Sister Ramba will address those. At the moment, I don't see any questions. So, okay, there is one here. Is it normal to experience pain when I placed my fingers between my toes?
It is a painful process when you do it for the first time. So this is now getting to know yourself. And if there is pain, then obviously your feet have never had much care. And you'll find when you start doing it on a daily basis, it gets easier. And also, there's lots of nerve endings in between the toes, and that's why it hurts so much. So what you could practice is using toe separators. You'll find when you go for a pedi, they use that if your nails are being painted. Use the toe separators for 5 or 10 minutes after you've done your feet. That opens up quite nicely. But the pain eventually goes away.
Okay, we have another question here from Carol Peterson, and she's asking treating stomach gas. I'm not sure she wants to know that, or maybe she can clarify.
You could treat, your stomach area is quite sensitive, so you can treat it. So basically, if you look at your hand, your stomach area is in that area, and then on the foot it'll be in the same area. So what you could do is go into the center of the foot and circular clockwise movement, and then you can also go anti-clockwise. It'll relieve it, but what really helps for gas is doing a drink with some nice ginger, a hot ginger drink. That helps quite a lot.
Okay, we have another question from Mano. How to treat fungi in your toes, in our toes?
Fungi is quite a serious thing because, if you don't treat it right, I don't know how, it depends how much or how long you've had it for. You'd have to get medication. Tea tree oil is a very good oil, but there's no guarantee if it's been there for a long time, it will take it away. You might need medication or might need to see a doctor for that. Okay.
Okay, you can ask for any more questions. Carol Peterson says, thank you. Okay, while you're waiting for any questions, I would like to say, Ramba, that it was a very good session doing it practically. So lovely experience.
Thank you. Well, before we close, if there are any more questions, you can put them on the chat. But I'd like to read something that I picked up last night from Dadi Janki's book, Feeling.
Okay, sorry, there's another question here from Ashika. Which foot is past and which foot is the future? And how can we use this to help us? Nice.
Okay. The right foot shares past experiences and the left present. And they both carry you into the future. So it's important to treat them very well so it will give you a good future.
Okay, so how can we actually use it to help us this information?
I think we'd have to look at the feet to see what's going on your feet, then we can tell you, because each one is different. Each one tells your story.
Okay. Shobha says, thank you, very informative. Carol Peterson says, making weak heart stronger. And we have another question here from Prash. And it says, how can one treat excessive perspiration on feet and palms?
Okay, the excessive perspiration on the feet and palm, it's usually related to a nerve. There's no guarantee that if you do go and have it, you might have to see a specialist for that. But what I found is sometimes you have simple exercises that one can do. What you do is you buy a bag of marbles and put it in a dish, and then you take one marble at a time, picking it up with your toe out of the dish. And then once you've got it out of the dish, you pick it up again one at a time and put it back into the dish. So that strengthens. That may help, but I mean, I can't guarantee that it will. But if you do it and it helps you, it will be great. And also it's a great exercise for your toes. It's a lovely experience. Everyone should try it.
Quite
It can be
interesting.
fun as well. So you might have dancing feet too.
Okay, another one that Carol Peterson says to everyone, making weak heart stronger. Is there any way you can do that if you have a weak heart with the reflex?
I think the reflex strengthens by helping with circulation, helping with lymphatic flow. It also helps with the solar plexus. It helps with your breathing. So all of that strengthens the heart.
Okay.
The heart is very precious, so we've got to give it extra care. And if you take extra care of the feet, the heart feels very good.
Okay, I don't think we have any more questions.
Okay, is it okay if I read what I talked about quickly?
Yeah.
Dr. Jackie talks about the way forward. Every day we can build a better road to walk along. Every day we can make our journey into the light and fill ourselves. Every day we can make little changes that at some point will become a leap into a higher consciousness, the consciousness of oneness and belonging. From this perspective, we see each other as equal, with the same right to inherit happiness and peace. When we know that all will receive their inheritance in their own way, at their own time, we feel great. In a family, all members wish each other well and help each other to receive the best that there is. As the cycle of time finishes and the curtains of the theater close and preparations are made for a new performance, there is great optimism. We feel great. I think this is such a powerful message of the Adi Jankis. And I think if you make the effort and start to look after what carries you, then the benefits are really great on your journey.
Sorry to disturb you, Sister Ramba. We have another 2 questions. Can you talk about the essential oils we can use? And both are on essential oils. And Carol Peterson says, please do a program on how to use essential oils. Thank you.
Thank you. I'll just close with Dadi Janki's saying, and then I'll talk about essential oils. To feel good, positive, and great, I must realize that I need to change because a better way of life is in my hands. So the power lies in your hands. And now in my hands, I've got 2 bottles of essential oils. These are 22 ml bottles of essential oils. And when you look at them, they're little bottles, but they're very precious oils. Now, essential oils are, you get different qualities of essential oils. They're usually cold pressed, or some of them are steam distilled. The benefits are great. And what you would need, if you've got a cream or a carrier oil, you can add essential oils to your blend or your cream and apply that on. Essential oils are very good in your water to soak your feet, also good in your bath. But the benefit to understand it is when you smell an essential oil, it goes into your sinuses, into your hypothalamus, and into your brain, where it works so quickly. You know, immediately you smell an oil, it makes you feel good. So likewise, when you do work on your feet and you apply a good oil or a good cream, and the benefit is really amazing. It can take 8 to 10 minutes for it to flow into your body. And they say a good example is, you know, as we know we don't eat garlic. But if you take a raw piece of garlic and rub it on the center of your foot, within 7 or 8 minutes, you taste it in your mouth. So that experience is that's how quickly the soles of your feet, the skin is so good that it absorbs and it goes into your system quickly. So essential oils, the molecular structure is very small. It flows, it could take 6-8 hours to work in your system, but the benefits are really good. So what I'm going to share with you is a few essential oils that are good for feet, but there's lots of essential oils, and we could always have a session just on essential oils. Lavender, peppermint, lemon, tea tree, eucalyptus are excellent oils for feet. And what I could do is I could send 1 or 2 recipes if you want for a foot massage blend for yourself. And, you know, you could make it and you could use it. We could send it to the sustenance team and they can send it out. And your carrier oils are almond, grapeseed, arnica, avocado. Those oils are really good oils. You could mix them and you could put your essential oils in. So you could use drops of essential oils and make your creams, and they last quite a long time. And the other oil that's really good for a massage and to make changes on the feet is sesame oil, but you've got to heat it. And that's an Ayurvedic massage. So hot sesame oil applied hot on the feet for a massage, and then you can wash it off. And other oils that are very good also is bergamot. Bergamot is one of the essential oils that's used in your Earl Grey tea. So bergamot helps with emotions. So each oil has benefits, different benefits. And everyone has, you know, the common oils that one should have at home is lavender, tea tree is a must. Tea tree and lavender, even in your kitchen. Lavender for a burn is very good. Now, during the pandemic, eucalyptus and tea tree oils are also very good for inhalation. Peppermint as well. Peppermint peps you up. So a few drops of peppermint makes your feet feel cool and really gives your feet that bounce again. So it literally puts a spring in your step and you're ready to deal with each day. I'm not sure, I see there's something else. Okay, thank you. We're going to have a song playing for you. And we talked about affirmations. At the end, there are a few affirmations, and that will just help you change your thought pattern.
We have to find our heart songs all by ourselves. It's the voice you hear inside. Who you truly are.
You can also stand up and join the dance.
Raise your voices, brothers! Give praise to the great one who puts songs in our hearts!
You might make a difference. Oh no, yes, that's right, it's true. But that don't make anybody more or less as good as you. If you can't feel the music, that's all you really need. To turn this party all the way out, good time guaranteed. Everybody get up, clap your hands, dancing to the beat. Whatever you do, little darling, it's cool. Just get up out your seat. Wave your flag, cause everybody plays a part. One world united, singing the song of the heart. Song of the heart. The heart. Song of the heart. Look, everybody makes mistakes, so yeah, not one or two. But that don't make the dirty little things they say about you true. You tell them, step aside, little babies, and watch me do my thing. I don't even need a good reason to do this. Listen to me sing. Everybody get up, clap your hands, show them what you got. Tonight we're gonna jam from now to eternity. Don't you stop, make it hot. Wave your flag, cause everybody plays a part. One world united, singing this song of the heart. Oh, song of the heart, song of the heart. Song of the heart. Come on. Watch me now. Oh, I don't care what the people say, cause this is my life. This is my life. I just gotta like that, okay. They can go fly the mama's kite, hooray.
Together if we all do our part. I'll let you if you let me sing the song of the heart. We can be together if we all do our part. I'll let you if you let me sing the song.
I'm gonna tell y'all one more time. Listen.
One world united. Singing a song, singing a song, singing a song of the heart.
Song of the heart, song of the heart. Song of the heart, song of the heart. Song of the heart, sing of the song, sing of the song, sing of the song, sing of the song, sing of the heart. Song of the heart, feel me. Oh yeah, song of the heart, feel me. Keep singing. You do you, I do me, whatever. Go on, y'all.
The song of the heart.
To the left, to the right, I'm getting it. Oh yeah.
Look out. Yeah, go. I got it. I don't. I had it.
Oh, my stomach hurts. I gotta pee.
Thank you. We'll have the affirmations, Dipti Ben. We've put out a few affirmations if it helps you. I find affirmations always work and it makes your commitment to yourself beautiful and the benefits are great. So I'll read them out. I'm brilliant, I'm bright. I love and take care of my being whilst I make my feet light. I am a radiant being of light, and I'm truly grateful for feet with might. I love and take care of what gives me mileage. Every day, in every way, my feet feels better. I love and nurture what carries me. Thank you. I hope you're going to enjoy this experience. And for the first 10 people or 10 brothers and sisters who commit to doing their feet every day and giving us a report, we will have a special gift for you, which will be sent via the sustenance team.
Wow.
So keep
What
in
a
touch.
wonderful program. I enjoyed every bit of it. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. It's lovely to have you.
Good
Thank you, Sister
afternoon
Ramba.
again.
It's
Enjoy the
so great.
afternoon and
Thank
lots
you,
of love.
Thank you.
Thank you, Sister Ramba and Sister
I have a
Kamla.
Thank you,
question
Sister
to ask
Ramba.
the family. Sorry.
Thank
Thank
you.
you, Sister Ramba. That was wonderful. And thank you all for attending. Just a note to the family, if you have any other areas that you would like us, the sustenance team, to address or arrange programs, workshops on, you can WhatsApp me or any member of the sustenance team. And we will be very grateful, and we can actually look at what else we can do. So your input will make our programs better. Thank you all for attending, and it was wonderful to be with you all. Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank
Sister
you, Kamla
Ramba, for all the
Thank
putting
you,
this
Shilbe.
together, and the team. Great. We benefited
Thank you.
greatly. Thank you.
If you could see what I see, you'd lose your breath for sure. You are the perfect replications and the ones that I adore. I carved you from a diamond and polished you with love. Then I sent you out beyond the veil so you might choose the love. Oh, my sweet creations, your beauty makes me weep. Oh, my sweet creations, the whole world's at your feet. And one day soon you'll see it. If you could see what I see, you'd never lose your smile. For you walk in thy own footsteps when you walk that second mile. These are more than words, my love. This is poetry divine. My signature is everywhere, for all of life is mine. one day you'll see what I see, and you'll come to realize that every tear you ever cried, I wiped from my own eyes. I know your every feeling, and I felt your every joy. But you and I are one, my child, still illusion was the choice.
Thank you all. Have a powerful